Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be in the world. I'm Sarah Jane. This is Thoughtful Nuggets and Pearls on Gift of Healing TV. And our topic for this program is time to do nothing. Now, I actually find this quite amusing because this program was scheduled a few weeks ago. And due to circumstances outside of my control, my computer crashed, which meant I couldn't bring the program to you. What it did was give me time. Yes, it took up some time because it also meant that I had to take it in to have it looked at and then go back and get it once it was sorted. But it meant I couldn't do the program on the Wednesday evening. It meant while I hadn't got the tower unit, I couldn't actually do any work. So it gave me time. So the universe has an amazing sense of humor as far as I'm concerned. And I did find this very funny, frustrating, but funny. And it is about, if you don't make time for yourself, time to do nothing. Now, to me, doing nothing could still be going for a walk. No mobiles, nothing to disturb you. Go for a walk in nature. Go and sit down, sort of your back against a tree trunk and just relax. Try and switch your mind off, because that's when you can totally get in touch with you, with your heart, with your soul. And it's in those times that they can really speak to you. It was out for my walks that all the dragons' names came to me, because I opened myself up to them. There's been many an inspiration that has come to me, many an enlightenment that has come to me whilst out for a walk. That, if you like, is my doing nothing. It's away from phones. It's out in nature. And I try to do that on a pretty regular basis, like daily. Because having that space really can make a huge difference in your productivity. Giving yourself, even when I was working in an office, I would go for a walk every lunchtime. And it meant I achieved more in the afternoon. The days that maybe were wet or something for some reason, and I tried to work through. You become too tired. Your mind needs a break. Taking the time to do nothing often brings everything into perspective. Doi Zanta Mata. My apologies for the pronunciation. And it is about that. And recently I've listened to some trainings by Kyle Cease. For those of you in America, you may be aware of him. He's an American comedian, but come trainer, and he's all about connecting to your heart. And I first came across him when I was a messenger speaker at the Messenger Summit in San Diego in 2012. He was one of the main speakers. He was hilarious. And because of his humor, it really does help you to listen and to learn and to understand. And to me, he's brilliant. He won't be everyone's cup of tea, but it was brilliant. The Limitation Game Interactive was the program I've just done of his online. And it was brilliant. And it is, again, it's about sitting. And even during the training, it was just like, right, you're going to sit, eyes closed. Obviously, was phones off, because this was the recording of a live 2-day event. But he gets you to sit and do nothing. And I think he started with something like 2 minutes. Then he told them it was going to be 5 minutes, but it actually ended up by being 10. And it's amazing how quickly that time can go. I literally did it just before starting the program. It was just like, okay, I have got about 5 minutes. And it was just like, just sit. You know, I'm asked the support of my guides and guardians because I do believe in them. Yes, I do. That's fine if you don't, but I do. And I'm totally respectful of your own beliefs. And I invite my guides and guardians in. I ask them to support me. This is not planned. I have my quotes, but the rest of it's not planned. I haven't got a little schedule of what I'm going to say, any bullet points or anything like that. I trust. I suppose then I go into an element of time to do nothing. I'm just sharing what comes to mind, what comes to heart. And this to me was very relevant for this. The more you try to control something, the more it controls you. Free yourself and let things take their own natural course. And by taking that time to do nothing, you free yourself. And I was totally freed by the event that caused my computer to crash. I've also, over the last few weeks, been supporting and helping out my middle sister. You've all met my youngest sister, but I have a middle sister as well. With a job that everybody knows I hate doing. It's called cleaning. Helping her because she's got some flats that she rents out during the summer, so summer lets. And so they need cleaning every weekend. And she was struggling. And so I've supported her for the last 5 weeks. But again, it meant I couldn't do the things that I'd got myself in such a routine of doing. And so it's brilliant. The breakdown of the computer, the change of routine because of helping Katie, and listening to Kyle Cease has all made me really think about what I am doing on a daily basis. And actually, how much of it is it for me and for what I wish to share with people? And how much am I doing a whole load of stuff for other people, not getting paid for it? You know, I'm happy to help others. I'm happy to support others. But it is about being true to the gifts that I bring. It is about you being true to the gifts you bring and sharing them. And so this change over the whole of August has made a real difference. And I've suddenly find I'm getting so much more done and still honoring others and taking time to me. But I've been very good at doing that because the walks, the fresh air, the being in the sunshine, and yes, it's rain or shine, I do those walks, is important to me. And there are a couple of others I found. In some situations, saying or doing nothing is the wisest response. Sometimes it can be difficult to find words, but sometimes the silence, I know we did sound and silence last week, but sometimes the silence and just being there is enough, is all that is required. When I ask people to connect with their inner child, I'm not asking them to say anything to their inner child. I'm just asking them to be there with them when they connect. And so the being there is what is important. Sometimes trying to think about words or whatever, that person just may need you to be there. Nothing needs saying. And I know this may come under healing, but I think this is totally, totally appropriate. The soul always knows what to do to heal itself. The challenge is to silence the mind. Caroline, I think that's meant to be Miss, M-Y-S-S. It is about silencing the mind so you can connect with your heart. Listen to your heart. And your heart is your connection to your soul. So take time to do nothing. Give yourself permission to do nothing, to relax, to unwind. It could be a soak in the bath. Meditation, because meditation, once you've been guided in, you're left. It could be have a Reiki session. Go and experience a massage and just don't talk during it. Just chill. Whatever works for you. Give yourself time to yourself and to do nothing. I hope that has helped and supported. Please feel free to comment under the video. Go to the Gift of Healing TV website, giftofhealingtv.com. Comment on the Thoughtful Nuggets and Pearls page. Feel free. If you don't want to comment on either of those because they are public, feel free to email me at giftofhealingtv@gmail.com. I'm happy to receive messages. I really am. And I will answer all that I get and that I see. That I will do. So please feel free. Next week, relationship with yourself is the topic. So I hope you will join me again. And if there's a subject you would like me to look at sharing, please let me know. I'm very happy to. Somebody would like for us to be a guest on the program. And I have got a guest joining with me for opportunities or obstacles at the end of the month. David McLeod, if you've watched the programs before, David's joining me because he's restarting his Life Mastery TV. And the very first week of that, I'm also going to be a guest on that, which is going to be great fun because it's going to be our Wednesday evening. So I'm going to be doing his program to come straight in 2 hours. But that's fine. I love the challenge of things. So I hope that you'll join us again. I hope you will go and check out any that you've missed. The website's got it all there, all the programs we've ever done. Please feel free to avail yourself of them. They are free. It's why I do them, to help and support you. And even though some go back a few years, they are totally relevant to you at the time you find them. Love, peace, and light to you all. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Namaste.